How's it going, everybody? I am back with another Seeker content tutorial, and we're going to be talking about how to use the Explain tab in Seeker. So the first thing we're going to want to go and do is start a new chat. If you already have a chat open and you've interacted with the chat within that session, so you didn't leave the tab open, it should allow you to go to the Explain and Inspect tabs relating to that chat that you asked the AI. So the first thing we're going to do, let's see, we'll just select this. We'll look at my AI papers. So I ingested a couple AI papers to give me a inverse scaling definition in the context of AI, and we'll see what it comes back with. And it talks about how it's a phenomenon where the performance or behavior of the system deteriorates as it is scaled up and increases in size. So there's an argument that ChatGPT is becoming less and less powerful because of the more and more data that they're adding to its corpus, and it's making the AI more and more confused. It's conflating different data, etc. So what we'll do is, instead of, this is a good example here, but instead we want to look at the context. So you want to see where it says from the actual context where the definition of inverse scaling is. So it talks about inverse scaling here. Everything that's highlighted in orange will be used context that helped the AI make a decision to make this chat possible, and it used all of these sources. It has all sorts of pages, found 100 results, and what we'll do is actually we will go to phrases, which is cool. So this is called the smart filter, and it's just a little drop down, and we'll click on inverse scaling. We'll see what it comes back with. So all of the quotes that have the word inverse scaling, which is a what is it? It is a phrase in this sense, right? So all the inverse scaling terms are going to be put into this collection of data. And you see we got 2 whole pages of it. And then if you really wanted to, you can even, I don't know. In this case, we'll just do inverse scaling again, but we could Command F or Control F, and it will essentially give us where all of the inverse scaling terms are mentioned, or where the term inverse is mentioned in this case. And yeah, so pretty cool. And then if you want, you can also go from phrases to terms. So it's looking for singular terms, like, maybe we'll want to see what happens with data set, right? So we'll see what these contexts say about data sets. And as you can see, it's actually hasn't really used a ton of this context. Actually, this is pretty good. Contemplating this work, our evaluation of robustness of LLMs against adversarial demonstrations further categorizes the demonstrations into counterfactual examples with spurious correlations, backdoored examples, and explores the relationships between the test inputs and demonstrations. So it's a little bit wordy, but it's essentially saying that the robustness of the LLMs is going down, right? You can interpret that a bunch of different ways, but it comes back with really good stuff, man. You get actual direct quotes from the context, so this is great for historical essays, research essays, research papers, even scientific papers. You could really use and just compare and contrast all of your sources in one place, and then find out exactly where the AI was using that information. So it's a really useful tool. And then you can click here to clear the smart filter, or you can do clear all filters. And you can also select, a bunch of different terms at once, right? If you want to make sure everything's, looking for all of these terms. Or you can also go to the last drop-down menu, which is concepts. This is pretty useful for just looking for overall results. It won't be finding, exact terms or exact phrases. So it's pretty good for kind of more discovery work for research purposes. So in this case, I don't know, we'll go to behaved well, right? We'll see, okay, we got a couple results, and it says it was performing one task, and then blah, blah, blah. It's just going through what happened when it was asked to perform one task, and then misgeneralization and inverse scaling is mentioned, so it's put into this context. So that is the Explain tab in a nutshell. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on our website. There's actually on Seeker, if you find any bugs, be sure to click this little drop down and you can send us a message. There's an FAQ and all sorts of stuff. You can see all the messages here, which is pretty nice. Well, there you have it. There's a couple examples on how to use Seeker. There'll be more videos in the works. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Take care.